In the shimmering light of dawn, the new 2025 Land Rover Range Rover emerges from the mist with an air of quiet authority. Its silhouette is a synthesis of tradition and modernity. The upright, dignified presence of a classic Range Rover married to strikingly clean, contemporary lines. The signature floating roof seems to hover above the cabin, and the familiar clamshell hood gives way to sharper crease lines that hint at aerodynamic intention. The front fascia is bold yet composed. The slim, LED matrix headlights flank a refined grille, its pattern fine and purposeful, while lower air intakes are sculpted with subtle drama. From the side, the proportions feel perfect for a full-size luxury SUV. A long wheelbase, strong shoulders, flush glass surfaces, and minimal visual clutter. The details, the flush door handles that present themselves only when needed, the subtle chrome or gloss black accents, the elegant alloy wheel designs, reinforce that this is not simply a utility 4x4 but a statement of luxury. And at the back, the taillights are slender, connected by a continuous light bar in some trims, with a clean tailgate and integrated spoiler. The overall stance is imposing yet elegant, powerful yet reserved, the sort of presence that draws attention without shouting. As you approach, the Range Rover senses your presence and welcomes you with soft puddle lights, door handle actuation, and ambient lighting along the sill. Open one of the doors and you are greeted with a world of tactile luxury. Supple leather, open-pore wood, knurled metal, and precisely cut surfaces. The layout is driver-centric, but with a sense that every seat is special. Up front, the steering wheel feels perfect in hand. Thick rim, precise weighting, with tactile controls. The instrument binnacle is a seamless digital display, high resolution, with customizable layout. Across the dash, you'll find twin large touchscreens, one for infotainment and connectivity, another for climate and lower controls. The center console is broad and substantial. Gear selector, drive mode dial, and neatly tucked storage beneath sliding covers. Rear passengers are treated like royalty. Generous headroom, legroom, and shoulder space. In long wheelbase variants, the rear seat experience becomes limo-like. Reclining seats, massage functions, individual climate controls, even fold-out tables. The materials are impeccable. Leathers with contrasting stitching, genuine wood or polished metal trim, and sound-deadening layers that cocoon you in silence. Ambient lighting accentuates character lines without overwhelming. Across the cabin, buttons have crisp action, surfaces have just the right weighted feel, and touches evoke confidence. Under the hood, or under the floor in hybrid/EV variants, the 2025 Range Rover lineup offers a range of powertrains. For the internal combustion purists, there is a powerful inline-6 mild hybrid, delivering smooth, strong mid-range torque, and a higher-end V8 with twin turbochargers, capable of delivering exhilarating acceleration. The hybrid systems recover energy under braking and provide electric assist to smooth transitions. In some markets, plug-in hybrid options extend the electric-only range enough for urban commuting, while preserving Range Rover's long-haul capability. Meanwhile, an all-electric version is in development. Initial rollout now expected around 2026 after some delays, that will bring silent, instantaneous torque to this luxury platform. Note, JLR has delayed the electric Range Rover from late 2025 to 2026 to allow extra testing and refinement. The combustion engines are supplemented by an 8-speed automatic transmission, with smooth, precise shifts and multiple driving modes from relaxed to dynamic. Off the line, the V8 model surges forward with authority, while the inline-6 feels refined, linear, and ample for everyday use. The plug-in hybrid gives you silent cruising in city zones if used properly. The all-electric variant, when it arrives, promises zero-emissions capability without sacrificing the brand's hallmark capability. What truly sets the Range Rover apart is its ability to combine luxury with off-road acumen, and the 2025 model leans even further into that dual identity. The air suspension is standard or available, and it enables ride height adjustment, allowing the Range Rover to step gracefully over obstacles or lower itself for entry and exit. Adaptive dampers smooth out rough tarmac and gravel alike, while the body motions remain under superb control. On paved roads, the ride is superb, weighty but refined, with the ability to absorb road faults almost magically. Take a turn, and the body roll is well managed. There is still some heft given its size, but balance and composure are evident. On tight mountain roads, you may sense a bit of mass, but the steering remains precise, the chassis responsive, and the confidence instinctual. When the terrain changes, the Range Rover transitions seamlessly. Select off-road or terrain mode, and you get access to systems for rock crawl, deep sand, snow, and water wading. Torque vectoring, active locking differentials, and precise throttle modulation work in harmony to keep forward momentum even on the trickiest surfaces. Crawl control and hill descent control assist in steep downhills. Underbody protection is robust, and the all-wheel drive system can decouple or bias power front to rear as needed. The prior generations of Range Rover have always been benchmark 4x4S, and this 2025 model continues that legacy, even while wrapped in sumptuous luxury. In terms of technology, the 2025 Range Rover is packed to the gills. The infotainment system runs the latest Jaguar Land Rover software stack, with seamless smartphone integration, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, OTA, over-the-air, updates, built-in navigation with live traffic, voice control, and rich connectivity for passengers. The digital instrument cluster is crisp and configurable. Optional head-up display projects key data right in your line of sight. Multiple cameras, 360 degrees, top-down, off-road view. Help with parking, tight trails, and visibility in challenging situations. Sensors monitor vehicle surroundings. Driver assist systems include adaptive cruise with stop and go, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, autonomous emergency braking, and optional more advanced semi-autonomous highway. In high-end trims, a surround sound audio system, often by a premium brand like Meridian, delivers immersive audio. Rear seat entertainment, wireless charging, multiple USB-C ports, power outlets, Wi-Fi hotspot, all standard in many variants. Safety systems are comprehensive and integrated with advanced driver assistance, enabling a comfortable and secure driving experience. Fuel economy is variable depending on engine and usage, but the hybrid and plug-in variants help mitigate fuel consumption in urban driving. In highway cruising, the Range Rover's refined engine calibration keeps revs low and efficiency reasonable for its class. Emissions and efficiency have become more important, and the addition of mild hybridization and electrified options helps this large vehicle stay more relevant in markets pushing greener regulation. As for driving dynamics, the 2025 Range Rover feels ever more confident. The steering is well-weighted and communicates road feel, bridged by electronic assists that mask imperfections while preserving a natural experience. The brake pedal is firm and progressive, with strong stopping power and good modulation. In everyday driving, the power delivery is seamless. Acceleration is robust without being aggressive unless provoked. Transitioning between city, highway, and dirt is almost subconscious. When you demand more from the vehicle, overtakes, mountain passes, the Range Rover delivers with poise, composure, and impressive reserve. Ride comfort is a major strength. Noise, vibration, and harshness (NVH) are suppressed to near sedate levels, especially in closed cabin, highway cruising. Cabin insulation, acoustic glass, active noise cancellation in some variants, and careful structural damping all contribute to an environment where conversations are easy and fatigue is minimal. Even at higher speeds, wind and road noise are well controlled. Yet, the car is not flawless. Because of its size and weight, maneuverability in tight urban environments, narrow lanes, tight parking, can feel cumbersome. The turning radius is inevitably larger than smaller SUVs. The weight also means that in very aggressive cornering, the Range Rover cannot match the agility of high-performance SUVs or sports cars. The price is steep, especially in higher trims with many options. The complexity of its systems means maintenance and repair costs will be high. As with many luxury vehicles, optional extras stack quickly, and some features may feel like they should be standard. In hybrid variants, the added weight of batteries impacts cargo capacity slightly. In markets with stricter emissions or taxes, some engines or options may be restricted or costly. Speaking of cargo, the Range Rover offers generous luggage space behind the rear seats, and with the seats folded flat, the cargo capacity is impressive. The tailgate is power-operated, with hands-free options. The load floor is flat, the opening wide, and tie-downs and cargo nets come standard. In models with long wheelbase, the trade-off is less cargo space behind the third row, if equipped, but more rear legroom. The rear seats fold in a split configuration to allow flexibility between passengers and cargo. On pricing and market positioning, the 2025 Range Rover sits firmly in the ultra-luxury SUV class. Base models are expensive. High-spec trims with every optional package push the cost into six figures, USD or equivalent. In many markets, import duties, fuel economy taxes, and luxury levies further inflate the on-the-road cost. But you are paying not just for the raw vehicle, but for brand prestige, refinement, capability, and exclusivity. Against competitors like the Mercedes GLS, BMW X7, Bentley Bentayga, or Rolls-Royce Cullinan, the Range Rover offers a more authentic off-road heritage while still delivering supreme luxury. Comparisons to earlier Range Rovers highlight evolution. The 2025 model feels sharper, more efficient, more technologically advanced, with better integration of electrification and driver aids. Where older models might have felt heavy or soft, this one manages to refine those traits into something agile yet commanding. The improvements in NVH, ride control, and software responsiveness mark a meaningful leap forward. In contrast to some rivals, the Range Rover continues to champion off-road authenticity, something many luxury SUVs treat more as a marketing badge than a functional trait. From a user's perspective, the daily usability is strong. The user interface is intuitive, the visibility is good despite the tall profile, aided by cameras and sensors, ingress and egress are comfortable, and the ergonomics are carefully thought out. The strong luxury component means even daily errands feel special. Long highway drives are effortless. And when adventure calls, you can take the Range Rover into terrain many other luxury SUVs would avoid. In terms of resale and long-term ownership, expectations are that the Range Rover will hold value relatively well in luxury segments, especially in markets that appreciate off-road capable prestige SUVs. However, maintenance costs, fuel, and potential parts replacement, especially for electric or hybrid modules, must be budgeted. Warranty, servicing plans, and support networks will play a crucial role in ownership satisfaction. Looking forward, the upcoming all-electric Range Rover is perhaps the most intriguing chapter. When it arrives, combining battery electric range with this level of luxury and off-road capability will challenge many rivals. However, the delay to 2026 indicates JLR is taking caution to ensure reliability and performance rather than rushing. In that electric variant, expect even quieter cabins, instant torque, and more seamless energy recovery systems. Still, the 2025 combustion/hybrid versions will likely remain relevant for years as the transition continues. In summary, the 2025 Land Rover Range Rover is a remarkable achievement in combining haute luxury, refined driving experience, advanced technology, and genuine off-road prowess. It is not perfect. Its size, complexity, and premium cost are inevitable trade-offs. But for a buyer seeking a vehicle that can shuttle dignitaries in comfort or conquer rugged trails with equal ease, it stands near the top of the class. In the grand tradition of Range Rover, it reaffirms that luxury need not be divorced from capability. That concludes the detailed narrative script. If you like, I can segment it into voiceover chapters, e.g. exterior, interior, performance, tech, pros/cons, or format it with timestamps for your video production.